Welcome to the Polishing Profits podcast, where we discuss all things related to the business of detailing. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, this podcast is for you. In each episode, we'll cover topics ranging from business management to marketing solutions. Here to help you grow your detailing business, your hosts, Nick and Dustin.
Whoop, whoop.
Happy Friday.
I want to know how your name got put first there, Nick.
I don't know.
And Dustin.
I think it just sounds better.
Who was in charge of that?
Not Dustin. Not Dustin.
If I would have been Dustin and Nick.
So we'll start off the show. We're 2 minutes late today. Why are we 2 minutes late today, Dustin?
Oh man, because I'm sitting on a phone book.
Yeah. So
I got my seat over here. You can't see it right on camera. It's one of those hydraulic seat things, and it shrinks.
No one has more issues with chairs than Dustin.
So to fix it, we have a hard seat, like when it started, but it was short. So we had to add about that much foam blocking to it that shrunk down when I sat in it. If I stand up, if I let up, I'll spring out of here.
Yeah.
I like the cartoon.
That's how you end the show.
I don't want to cause a hole in the roof.
Oh God. What else is going on? What else?
Man, that's it. I'm going to talk to you about a real world problem. Might as well. It just happened, so we might as well keep it live. Yeah. I want you to know that all things aren't always perfect here at EZN. We have real detailing problems, just like the rest of the world. And we are experiencing one just coming off of it right now. We have a very, very expensive motor home in here that we were ceramic coating the whole thing, polishing coating, right? And job went great. Customer guy showed up, very happy, very pleased with it. Had to do a paint correction on it. Had tons of scratches for they were washing it with brushes and stuff. And anyway, so customer goes to get in and back up, and he has no backup camera. And this thing's got the 360 cam all the way around. Like it's brand new motor home. It's the top of the top, top line. And so anyway, so he gets out and says, hey, my backup camera's not working. So immediately my team goes in, scrambling. We're looking to see what might happen. Take a forklift on a thing. We have a plate that we put on the front there that where you stand on. Take it up there, look at the camera, make sure that the wire's intact, make sure the camera didn't get hit, no damage whatsoever. I mean, it's like, man, what's going on? So we fool around with it, had to call somebody, come in and take a look. But anyways, it wasn't anything that we done on our end. Come to find out, the camera just went out. Just decided to crap out.
So whose fault is that, Dustin? Whose fault is that for those detailers, right? When stuff happens,
Yeah, great question. So it happened on our watch, and so we take responsibility of that. And, we try to get it covered under warranty. If it's not going to get covered under warranty, we're going to look at the cost on it and see. But we let the customer know right out of the gate that we're here throughout this thing, that we are not, that we're here to facilitate it and make sure that it gets repaired, fixed, whatever. And we're here to help with the cost of that. We do not take blame for we did not break the camera, but we're here to make sure that it's handled correctly and fixed. And so whatever that looks like, sometimes you don't have to pay for it necessarily. Customer may not even be looking for you to pay for it. If it's like, okay, it's questionable. Or if they know definitively that it wasn't your fault, it just happened on your end. But the fact that you care enough, we had a professional come out and take a look at it, diagnose it, then send him on his way to the repair place that's going to fix it. And, we kind of gauge it on the customer if we need to pay
hand-holding. It's a little hand-holding, sort of. You're reading the situation there.
Absolutely.
But every detailer, right? Every business owner is going to go through a scenario like that, right?
No question.
Whether it's something lost, something broken, and it all comes back to making sure that customer is taken care of, making sure they're happy. And it's different for every situation.
I say this to my team all the time. It's not what happens, it's how you handle it. It has nothing to do with what happened. It's what you do in the immediately after. So we take that customer, we explain the situation, we problem solve. We're actively getting a professional out here. We already done that to come out and take a look at it. That customer feels like we care. If we pat him on the butt and tell him good day, hey, it's not our fault, he leaves here not feeling not so great about us. But we Johnny on the spot, we're ready to see what's going on, what's the problem, diagnose, fix it, whatever. And our fault or not, we're not looking to place blame in that moment. We're looking to fix the problem in that moment. And whatever the solution is, the blame will come out eventually. Somebody's going to be able to figure it out, So that's the thing, and it's not about what happens. It's how you handle it immediately and letting your customer know that you're here for them. That
like part private investigator, part lawyer, part, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to figure out what happened, why it happened, and where does the blame fall? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is,
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, for me, it really does play a little bit on if the customer is, where that customer falls on that scale.
Oh, absolutely.
If a customer turns out to be, the disrespect, and you know what I mean? You know where that you've been there, then my helpfulness goes down a little bit, especially if it's something that didn't happen there. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, absolutely. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. If it's definitive and we're just trying to be helpful and they don't show appreciation or respect in that manner, then our help starts to throttle back.
Yeah.
Someone that's receptive and appreciative and understands, let's whatever we got to do. And we're more receptive to help financially on that side of things too. Yeah. Even though it's not our fault. We didn't hit the camera, we didn't break the camera, we didn't do anything to the camera, we didn't hit the cable. Like the obvious things that would be normal. It would have been possible for the cord to get ripped out with a polisher, or to get broken, lens get broken, something like that. Like, obviously that's not great, but like that could happen. That did not happen in this case. Yeah.
Well, Dustin, it falls under that QuickBooks line, cost of doing business.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? It's a cost of doing business.
Oh, and, damaged parts, repairs. We have a line item in our budget for that. I mean, damaged parts, because things happen, especially with boats. Boats are brittle. Boats, you could look at them and something breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, there's salt water, they're oxidized. You know what I mean? Like they just deteriorate, and plastic deteriorates, the rubber deteriorates, and as soon as you touch it, it cracks, and you're like, great. Yeah.
Are you guys? Do you guys do waivers over there? How are you guys on documentation?
So documentation is what we do to cover ourselves is before and after pictures all the way around. We also have 36 cameras in our shop alone that shows, any in and out, inside, outside, underneath. I mean, everywhere there's cameras. We don't make them sign like a damage waiver.
Neither do we.
Yeah. It's case by case, and it's not, when I say there's a line item, we don't put thousands of dollars in there for repairs. If it gets to that point, we have insurance for that reason.
Correct.
But you got to know, you work on enough stuff. Let me tell you, when something's not getting broke, then you're probably not doing enough. Like.
But what's funny is because I don't do a lot of documentation either, because it's like I'm in a community.
We're gonna handle it.
You're building that community. And it's all about making sure you build that trust. For someone to walk in, be really excited about a detail, but guess what? I need you to sign away your rights.
Our liability. Yeah, sign off we're not liable for any damage we cause.
Anything that happens. You know what I mean? It's like, and we got a car wash. We see tons and tons of cars. You know what I mean? Like,
you guys see more than we do.
The same thing with dogs. You know what I mean? We don't have a bunch of different waivers and different stuff like that. I just don't like that side of the business, because it's harder to create that personal trust and connection with a customer.
Spot on. It takes away from that personal connection. We're building a relationship with this customer. On a handshake. We know what we're about. We know that we're going to take care of it at all costs, really. And so we don't feel like we need to protect ourselves in that manner. We do the things to make sure, like, there's no negligence on my staff part. Yes. Any kind of like ridiculousness that could happen. So the cameras are there to protect them, to protect us.
I think that word negligence, that's I use that all the time.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that won't be tolerated is negligence. You know what I mean? Right. An accident's different. An accident is totally different.
Well, and while we're talking about that, when we talk about a team, and I know we're not on the subject yet, but you know what? This is super relevant.
We're just going to chat it out.
When we talk about a team, the first thing I tell new hires, and this is and we talk about this all the time. If something breaks, tell somebody. Do not try to hide it. Do not try to fix it. Do not try to do anything but go get the manager, go get myself, go get your teammate, and say, hey, this happened. Because we're going to fix it. Okay?
Yeah. We're not.
It's much better for us to find it and us to fix it and let the customer know, versus the customer finds it and says, hey, this is broke, or you guys broke this, and it looks like we were trying to cover it up, or we're not trying to take responsibility for it. And then it's real funky. And then that that molehill turns into a mountain for sure, you know?
No, I completely agree. Yeah, I think that's some good stuff to start the show there. But today's show is all about something I think is pretty trendy, I guess you could say.
Oh, it's trendy, absolutely, but I think it's here to stay.
Okay.
You
Now,
know,
I
we
want to
talk,
start before we even start. It's obviously about AI.
yeah.
I'm not an AI hater, but I'm a hater on anything that isn't efficiently put into the process, right? So
Mhm.
I might have some pushback on some stuff here, but I'm excited to hear what you got to say.
Yeah, so what we want to do, I mean, the goal for this show is to talk about how AI can benefit the auto or the detailing industry, not auto, the whole industry. How is AI going to be implemented? How can we use it? How is it going to be used? And you know, of course, is it cost effective to implement? Like
Yeah.
how can an owner operator bring it in and use it effectively? And I think that's the goal of the show. I happen to have had AI write us a list of ways AI can be used in a detailing business.
So the AI wrote the rest of the show. We're just gonna let
AI,
it go. See
this
where it
show,
takes us.
this
Dustin,
show
I
is
think, is part AI.
taken. I
Truthfully,
am.
I think he's just
I'm
AI
still.
Dustin.
Yeah, listen, guys. If you ever see a post or a text that's longer than probably a sentence to two, just know AI probably had something to do with that. All right, so you want me to read you my list? Oh, we're going to go one by one,
One by one. What's the number one thing AI said? What's that first thing on the list? AI is like, you know what?
and look, for those of you that don't know what it looks like, you can literally ask it a question or tell it to do a thing, and then it does a thing. So this is my list of how AI is going to affect the detailing industry.
You didn't think of all
Um,
those ideas on your own?
no, I would normally take the credit for this, but I'm not going to since it's an AI show.
Yeah.
Number one, this is something we mentioned already. Me and you thought of this already. Automated scheduling and customer management. AI can streamline the appointment booking process by analyzing customer preferences, history, and availability, and automated scheduling without the need for manual intervention. This can help auto detailers handle more appointments efficiently.
That sounds really, really cool and a really long paragraph. How would it be used? We love
So
detail bookie, but yeah,
that's
so how does that get used? How is that practical?
So I don't think your owner operator is going to buy an AI tool to manage his schedule. I think it's on the software companies
Mhm.
to use AI in their scheduling software to help the detailer manage. And it's more of a behind the scenes, not a I'm a detailer. I'm going to go get this tool and put it to use. It's like I'm expecting our software companies to evolve with the times and
Yeah.
use some of these tools. So I definitely could see
So do you
an
see it? So again, first thing, I'm sorry to cut you off. First thing that comes
yeah,
to my
no, that's
mind is it going to give a recommended time to the customer? And on the back end, when you're making that appointment over the phone, it's going to say, hey, this would be their best, most efficient time to put this job.
yeah, based on historical data, you know, which is
Yeah.
really cool. So, but like data is only good as the input. So
Yeah.
like if you are not adjusting, you're not putting actual times in. If you're like so all of these things, like AI just can't tell you here's your schedule, go, you know,
Yet.
it's gotta know
Yeah.
how long does it average how long does it take you to do something?
Yeah.
And so it's only as good as the information that goes into it.
Yep.
So it's still work on detailers to to put information in. It's also going to be a cost associated with it because we don't just build in these features for free because it's expensive.
So let me
You
ask you
know,
this, because obviously from the software side, when's Detail Bookie going to have AI feature in there?
you're not giving me that trap.
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, you know, I would love to see some work in that direction over the next year.
Okay.
It's you know, there's a long way to go, and here's the problems we're solving. Owner operators like don't have scheduling nightmares. Like Easy In has scheduling issues. Like we have bays and moving
Yep.
parts, and so our customer base, the majority of our customer base, I'd probably say 80% are owner operators or one or two employees. One bay, two bays. Scheduling is just not a big problem. Like
Yeah.
one job per day bay or two jobs per day. You know what I mean?
But the one thing is it's not necessarily the problem. It's about increasing that efficiency. So when that customer puts in the job they want, the first recommended time is AI driven, right? It's not a problem, but it's going to make the shop more efficient, saying, hey, you're going to be doing this polish. I really recommend you put it this day because of
Based
everything else. You see
based
what
on
I'm
the
saying?
situations around that you may not be thinking of. No, absolutely. No,
That's a
I
great
love
number one. I love it. I love
I
it. I can't wait to see it on Detail Bookie. I think it's,
Well, just so you know, there's a software out there that claims it has AI written schedule, and let me just tell you, it's just an algorithm. It's not learning. It's based on time. It's basically the way ours schedules and shows availability. It's an algorithm.
Yeah, but again, taking those steps to get there, I think, is interesting.
Oh yeah, these are all steps in the right direction. All right, number 2, advanced vehicle diagnostics. AI can be used to analyze vehicle data and identify specific cleaning and restoration needs based on paint types, interior materials, and other factors. They can optimize the detailing process by suggesting the most effective, appropriate techniques and products for each vehicle.
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome,
dude. The legit, right?
So that would be like an extension, right? That you put into your website. That is literally like, hey, put your car year, make, model, and color, and it would tell you, hey, you should do this service this often, this service now, this service is past due.
Carfax is already collecting that data. Now Carfax could suggest, you know,
say, hey, you really should be doing, you got to wax it, and it can take as many big, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and then delivering a process to a shop that says, hey, this vehicle really could use this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Check it off the list.
Cool tool. That's a cool tool.
Number 3, AI enhanced customer profiles. By leveraging AI technology, auto detailers can create comprehensive customer profiles that take into account personal preference, previous service, and feedback. This can allow businesses to tailor their detailing services to specific customer preferences, increasing customer satisfaction and loyalty. That is amazing.
Yeah, tell me. You lost me a little bit on that one.
All right, so
in terms of my business, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, all right. So I have a repeat customer. If AI can look up that customer, look at their preferences, and start to show certain packages or certain tendencies, like, hey, they love this part about the detail, and always suggest the things that make the detail great for that customer. So
let me ask you this, because like you said, the repeat customer. So someone signs up for whatever that tool is right now, right?
Yeah.
It would need X amount of data to really grab that. And that takes a long period of time, right? So that customer, you would have to see him 5, 6, 7 times. That's years and years to gather that data.
Or does it gather data from other sources, like social media, like Carfax, like these other databases that we can access and say, okay, this customer gets their car serviced every 3,000 miles. They always get wiper blades. Like what are contributing factors, right?
But data is getting so restricted and so encrypted.
And as it should.
We're not just sharing data with everybody. So that's where I think, again, the AI is going to have a little bit of, how is it going to grab that data to make these?
And what data is important? What tells us that a customer wants a polish instead of a correction instead of an enhancement, or shampoo, likes the seat shampoo, outside of historical data based on that customer. So, but advanced customer profiles are really cool, right? So we have a basic customer profile that we can getting detailers to get name and phone number and emails, a work, like that's a job. So now, but if we can put AI in charge of gathering data based on that customer, whatever that is, I think it's smart. I think that there's room there, right? All right, hang on. I'm sorry.
He lost it.
All right, 4. Check this out. Predictive maintenance and damage detection. AI can damage. Listen to that. AI can analyze vehicle data to identify potential maintenance needs and detect damage like scratches, dents, and paint imperfections. By catching these issues early on, auto detailers can offer protective solutions, preventing more significant damage and potentially improving customer retention.
So what kind of damage is the first thing that comes to mind for you?
Scratching.
From what?
A car wash.
So if they go, so you're saying that because they go through a car wash, they're going to, the AI is going to know, and then it's going to recommend that they.
Oh yeah, I think that's a camera that scans and then suggests, based on these conditions, here's what we suggest. So camera would have to be involved, a scanning of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Because
the first thing that comes to my mind is a little bit out of our realm. I think it's for the PDR, paintless dent removal. So in a Tesla,
oh, absolutely, yeah.
Would know if it's hail, right? The hail situation, and then that would immediately, hey, hail fell. Here's your nearest PDR.
cameras in vehicles detect things like, I mean, they can detect imperfections, and then gathering that data and pushing it into a place where we can fix things.
Well, I'm a little okay. Well, hear me out, because we get a bunch of those plaids, right? The Tesla plaids that come in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when we're going through the lane,
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, and I've got someone standing next to the car, it thinks it's a trash can. So we're not there yet.
All right. We're not. You could just do like me and just break the cameras on the motorhomes.
And then they feel bad. They're like, listen, I'm not trash. I'm not trash. You know, I'm like, don't you worry. Don't listen to Tesla. Okay.
Yeah. We just disable the cameras all around the motor coaches. What we do, we just take the polisher, just bump them and tear them up. And then fix them.
Can't see anything.
Yeah. All right, check this out. This is one I really believe in.
Okay.
Smart. This is one that's near to my heart too, by the way. Smart inventory management. AI can analyze market demand, customer preferences, previous purchase patterns to help auto detailers optimize their inventory. By accurately predicting which detailing products and tools are likely to be high in demand, business can reduce waste and improve profitability. Baby, let's do it now.
Yeah, I like that.
Dude, our inventory management is on spreadsheets, and you know, like if we can use
that's 2002.
It's dial up, man.
Yeah.
You know, and so like if you think about like if you can connect inventory usage to jobs, even as simple as, this is stuff that we thought about years ago when we were building software. We know the upcoming jobs they have. If they're coding jobs, they need coding for it. If they're polished jobs, they need compound and polish and pads for it. If they're interiors, they need, you know, whatever that might be.
Something with detail booking for inventory that was going to come out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's say you've got 6 coatings coming up, and you could go to your inventory list and say, hey, this is what you need to have in stock for the next 30 days.
That's absolutely what a feature that we have had like thought out and put a lot of thought into, and it will be coming. Yeah.
I think
But like, how cool would AI be involved in that in some predictive manner too? Like springtime boat detailing. Okay, here's a perfect example.
Yeah.
We predict that you're going to need, you know, I don't know, so many ounces of hull cleaner.
Well, it's going to look at the jobs you did last year, right? It's going to look at the jobs you did last year at that time. But what are going to be those other factors that's going to make it go up or go down, right? What else is AI going to grab from to learn? What, in your opinion?
Well, like, so customers that show back up for the second year, like retention would be huge.
What's going to look at?
What percentage of customers? New. Yeah, what percentage are going to be new customers? What percentage are retained? What amount of boats that are going to come in that are already ceramic coated? What are new coating? Like there's so much predictiveness in that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and it's all based on numbers. And then who cares if it gets it 100% right?
I care.
50% right. No, 50% right is better than nothing, which is what we're doing now. We don't predict anything. We buy when we need, which is expensive.
Yeah.
If you can predict cost and get it right, even 50% better, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know?
But that tool, right? So someone's gonna have to build that tool, and then the paywall is gonna be there for it. And it's about picking which tool is right for your business.
Behind every piece of this is a paywall that's going to have to be offset to somebody and justified and quantified and said, okay, like, is this worth $100 a month to me? More. Is this worth $1,000 a month to me? Like a shop like mine, inventory management and predictiveness. I mean, you hate to say this, could eliminate an employee. What's that worth?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah. But now I say all that, and I think this should be a topic of our conversation. A piece of it should be, if AI replaces an employee, there's still that would never happen to the N3, because there still has to be people to manage the input of data, and like there still has to be people touching this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you still have to have somebody press the button, you know.
But I don't know, that button might get automatically pressed.
All right, word.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. We're running low on time, so we'll just finish up. This may be a 2-part show.
A little late. Where you got to go, Dustin? You're checking that watch. You're making me feel nervous here. What do you got in 5 minutes? Something's happening.
I got to go fix the damn camera.
That RV camera.
Check this one out. I love this one. AI-powered quality control. By using computer vision and machine learning algorithms, AI can assess the quality of detailing work in real time. This can help auto detailers identify and rectify any areas that may need further attention, ensuring consistent and high quality service. What?
Is this an app? Is this something that you're going to put on your phone and scan the car? It's going to be able to.
What it's telling me is we got to have cameras that talk to our system, and tell us things about it. Cameras replace the eyes. I mean, we have a QC person on staff full time. That's his job as QC.
Yep, same. But the biggest thing is it's that 1, 2, 5 person shop, right? It's great to dream and it sounds amazing.
Yeah, but man. How feasible?
You know what I mean? Like that comes out tomorrow, right? You're like, hey, I just found this. Are you installing that? No questions asked tomorrow, Dustin?
No, absolutely.
Why?
No. For my shop. I thought you were talking about Red Dot Detailing.
No, your shop. Your shop.
My shop. Probably.
You are okay. I don't think I am, because you know what? It does. I don't know if that creates an added value for the customer.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know. And again, what you just read there is not going to be a cheap. Hey, that's $10 a month.
No. That is thousands and thousands
of dollars. Yeah. What I just whenever something new comes out, right? Let's say that just got released, right?
Yeah.
Version 1.
Oh,
I don't like buying version 1 of anything. Right?
I'm in. Because I want to create version 1.
He wants to create. That's different. That's different. He can create version 1.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying.
Version 2 will be better and half the price.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yep,
so I think it's really important with all AI tools is that people can say, hey, look, is this version 1?
Version 1's
expensive, and it's not going to be perfect and bugs. And you're the guinea pigs there with version 1 because they want your feedback. They're going to make it better, which is great. But while they're doing that, there's someone else already taking that and making it better.
And making it better. Absolutely.
So I think that's important, but go ahead.
Check this one out. Virtual reality and augmented reality for customer engagement. AI can be used in combination with VR and AR technologies to offer interactive and immersive experiences to customers. Auto detailers can provide virtual tours of their facilities, demonstrate detailing techniques, or even allow customers to visualize potential modifications to their vehicles before committing to them.
Hey, Dustin, when was the last time you jumped into a virtual reality headset?
I hate them. In Houston, MTE.
Yeah. Did you like it?
No, I don't like it.
So how are you?
This is one I wouldn't use.
Okay. We got okay.
Yeah, to me, how do you customers know what a shiny car looks like. We're overstating now. If it's to show protection from PPF, rocks hitting your car, and this is.
I think next show we do the whole show virtual reality. We'll both have the headset on.
No, it's awful.
He said, I'm gonna be nauseous.
What about you? You go in VR when it's available? I'm gonna show my customers what a shiny car looks like.
I've got a VR headset. I've tried it. I don't love it. I just don't think that. I just don't think it's there for.
I think everybody. That's a stretch. I think that's a stretch, to say that that's going to be used.
You know what I'm saying? Think augmented reality, Dustin, what do you think? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I really don't know. I truthfully don't know what augmented reality.
First thing that comes to my mind is Snapchat. Right, Snapchat is augmented reality that's on everybody's phone because that's where it can change your face, it can change this.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Where it can put a little parrot on your shoulder, but there's not really a parrot there. Augmented reality, I think, is a lot more realistic than the virtual reality side.
So okay, I see exactly what you're saying. So in a filter kind of scenario, we're going to put this layer over a vehicle and show you what it could look like potentially.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I still think it's a stretch. You know what's cool is the effect on marketing though. You could take and in live and on my website, you take a picture of your car. We're going to show you built into a widget what it would look like after it left our shop.
Yeah.
I mean, and then what if scratch is too deep? I don't know. Cool. Anyways, check this one out. Voice-activated assistants for on-the-job guidance. AI-powered voice assistants can help auto detailers by providing real-time guidance, answering queries, and offering step-by-step instructions during the detailing process. This can improve efficiency, accuracy, especially for less experienced detailers.
You see where I think
live training all the time.
You're just going to be talking to the cloud 24/7.
Just somebody in your head, do not do that again. Polish harder.
Well, what I think is, again, it's trying to, I don't know, again, with the augmented reality, and you want to get the car to a certain spot, right? You want the car to look a certain way before you go and coat it, right? Paint correction, not paint perfection, right? So it's trying to, if the tools can be there, right, where you put in, you have a paint thickness gauge of how much paint is on there, the year, make, model, color of the car, and then a general, hey, how scratched up is it? And it's going to say, hey, you should do this polisher with this pad for this amount of time at this speed, and then do this one and this one. If it's, that's where I see it helping with the young detailers a little bit more. You know what I mean? What, taking the thinking out of it. That's all AI is doing, is making you have to think less. And can you implement it without adding in a bunch of money and a bunch of time?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, that's the show. See you later. No.
This is a good one. This is one that I would love to see. AI-based price optimization. By analyzing market data, customer behavior, and factors like location, vehicle type, service requirements, AI can suggest optimized pricing strategies for auto detailers. This can help businesses remain competitive while maximizing their profit margins.
I like it. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Now, my thinking is take it one step further and saying, hey, it's going to create the marketing plan of, hey, this is when you should do a discount. This is when you should do a
based on market conditions.
Buy one, get two. You see what I'm saying? Based on the time of year, based on the business environment.
Here's what's hot. Here's what's buying. Here's what price range they're buying
this
at.
Is what people are searching, right? Again, that's what data do they have access to, right? The search engine. Go ahead.
That's the whole point. Yeah, like that's the whole catch to all this is data input. Like it's got to have historical data. It doesn't think. Like that's the beyond. It may.
I think it has feelings, Dustin. It has feelings. Okay, please.
I just want to get a little AI brain for my guy here. By the way, Billy Smith got me this when I finished. He came down for my Christmas party last year, surprised me. Wanted to give it, and he brought me this. This is when I finished Iron Man.
Where's mine? Where's mine?
Oh, Billy? Dude, you got to do an Iron Man straight up. That's how you get one.
Forget that. Yeah.
All right, number 10 and last.
Yep.
This is cool.
Okay.
Self-driving mobile detailing units. In the future, AI could enable fully autonomous mobile units that offer on-demand detailing services. These units can navigate to customers' locations, perform detailing tasks independently, and provide a convenient and efficient service without the need for physical locations. What?
Yeah. Tell me.
So my transit van's going to vacuum out your car?
Yeah. I could now maybe the exterior. Right, where it would be a mobile setup, where it would be like a little mobile car wash.
Like a scan over, like a
like a little. It's a portable machine wash.
Hey, you know what? We could piggyback. We could piggyback the somebody's gonna do this shit. Now I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I say it.
Yeah,
all right, you know the machines they use to pick up the containers that they drop off in front of your house just for storage. What's it called?
Yeah, the I don't know.
They're the pods. Anyways, you store it. All right, that same machine it comes in on a truck, right? That truck can come out and it can have power washers and cleaning things all around, just like a car wash, right? This car wash comes to you. It comes off, it drives over your car, washes and dries, and loads itself back on its truck and goes.
Okay, cost. So what would you pay for? What would you pay for that service, Dustin?
I want a detail shop, man.
I'm just trying to think of the customer that is going to pay.
You know who's going to pay for it? You know who's going to pay for it? The nurse that's working 12, 16-hour shifts, that their car's sitting in a parking lot. Sure, $20.
That's where it gets interesting, because then that little pod would show up at the hospital and take care of it.
Oh, yeah, and do 1,000 cars. $20 a pop.
Yeah, $20 a pop. I don't know about that, but yeah.
$10. I don't know. What would be?
I think more. I don't think. Remember, everything version 1 is extremely expensive and doesn't work right. And then your car gets scratched, and then they're at easy.
We need to do this, man. We need to that.
No, that's 10 trucks. On your own. You know what? I would love to see someone say in the comments. What would you even call that? Red dot. Red dot mobile car wash, pod car wash.
Wash on the way.
Anybody wants to jump in with Dustin on wash on the way?
Oh, you watch. There'll be 10 of them. Our viewing audience is so big. Like we really laid ourselves out there.
Yeah.
All right. check this out. This is the summary. Overall, AI has the potential to revolutionize the auto detailing industry by improving operational efficiency, enhancing customer experiences, and enabling new and innovative service offerings.
Summary. 100%, but it has that potential, right? It has the potential to do that for every industry, right?
Oh, yeah.
But who is going to go and create the AI specifically for detailers? Because it's all about, market cap. It's market cap. What is that? Oh, it's all chased by dollars, right? So it's like, how large is that market cap for someone to create a specific AI tool for detailers when they could make it for something else?
How willing is the industry to use these tools rather than just off the pen and paper? We know how hard it is to get detailers to say, okay, you're right, this notebook doesn't do the follow-up like a computer system. Literally, I have this conversation on a daily basis. Says I can write it down right here and I know exactly where to go, and I don't need anything to tell me that. When we know for a fact, if you put it into a system, now appointment reminders, now future notifications, now schedule management, now consistent pricing, all those things are available to you.
Yeah.
So it's on the software companies on implementation, and then like it's got to be dripped in small and built out.
But remember, for a software company, any software company, go and put these features in, it costs money on the software side. Mega money. So again, it's going to become a thing. Is it going to create more subscribers? Is it going to be an increased cost? Are the people going to want an increased cost for that feature? So it really comes down to, you know what I mean? Is it worth it?
Is a detailer, did they become efficient enough to charge the same amount but pay more money for the tool that helps them do it?
Right.
They don't hesitate.
You want to charge the same amount but have more expense.
How much efficiency is created? But let me ask you this: how quick are they to order a new polisher?
What do you mean, order a new polisher?
How quick are you to? If Rupes came out tomorrow with what's the difference? A 19, and they said, okay, this 19 is so much better. It takes everything that's great out of the 15 and everything that's great out of the 21.
I don't do version 1s though. Do you have the new Rupes one? What is it? The little hand one?
Hybrid or the Nano? Nano.
Is it the Nano?
No, the funky looking one.
Yeah.
No, because the damn switch is on the wrong side.
Rupes, are you listening?
It's on the wrong side. They're listening. Jason Rose, listen, brother. Yeah. I'll put the switch on the other end.
No. But again, I think the tool is good, right? I tested it. I think it was at SEMA last year, right? But why did I not buy it? Why did you not buy it? Right? It's not the switch. It's just for me. It's the version 1, and you have to see that drastic difference between what I can do with a 3-inch, right, and what I can do with the 15 and the 5-inch. Is it going to create a drastic ease difference? Is it going to make me more money? Right.
And it's all about, when does the pain supersede the solution, the cost of the solution? So all solutions can be solved with money.
Yep.
I mean, really, like flat out. Okay.
Yep.
When does the pain of doing something get so high that I'm willing to come out of money to pay for the solution? Yeah. All right. So whenever I'm in that situation enough times that I feel like the new polisher would fix my problem, I'm buying the polisher. Whenever
you haven't been there yet, right? You haven't had to do that. I haven't had to do that.
No. But that's the marketing solution for any new product is picking that pain enough and bringing it into you. So maybe you're not experiencing it as often as they suggest you're experiencing it, but that's the job of the marketer.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the marketer. Again, that might be whatever AI tool they're using to say, hey, you need to release the product. Right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And who's buying them? I mean, there's so much that it can be used for. So, we didn't even touch on any of the marketing side of AI. I think we do a part 2 next week. Let's do part 2 next week. I like part 2. I mean, AI is such a big topic. It's such a big topic. And I think marketing is a massive piece.
Hold on, I'm reading the comments. Chris is, you see
Chris, you're not putting the comments up?
I don't know what he was talking about. He said
50% numbers. I'm in here now. Can I contribute to 25%? He's saying there's 4 viewers is what he's saying.
I'm gonna wall your pay.
I'm enjoying this talk. 50%. Chris, dude, block him. Somebody block him.
Someone block this. It's always at this time. He's just there. And he just jumps on. He's just.
He's everywhere I go. He's my fanboy. I love it, Chris. I'm gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna give you a signed version of Mini Dustin. I'm gonna wall your pay.
Look at his last one. Go to the. Dustin's got to start a new business for jelly beans or something.
Right. Team Gorilla. We love Gorilla Shine. Those are my boys out there. And girls. Happy Friday, Billy Smith. That's my man. See him soon at SEMA next week. Well, we're flying out next Saturday. So.
Hey,
man, it's a great show. I loved this topic, Nick. I think it's so. It really makes me
think a little bit because I think that's where the most use is right now. I love the list. The list was really cool, fun conversation.
Well, the system's already there's systems in place that can already be used, for marketing and content creation. And we didn't even talk about it.
Today was just dreaming. Just,
Yeah, we were lofty out there today. Now let's, next week, let's talk about what can be used right now.
Potatoes. Let's do the meat and potatoes next week,
The meat and taters.
Yeah.
Y'all call them taters up there?
No one calls them taters up here, but it's okay.
We don't call them taters either. Making sure.
We do on this show. Yeah,
we do. I didn't come up with any good sayings that I could butcher either.
That you know of. Maybe when we go back and we're like, what did you say, Dustin?
No, nothing. I did do some mountain and molehill.
I've heard that one. That one's normal. I didn't call you out.
It's normal. Good. All right, man. Great show as always. Appreciate you. Great topic. And we're gonna continue.
Take care of that camera. You got a camera to fix.
I do. Yeah, you're right. All right, man. See you next week.